And we're live.
Oh crap. I'm picking up the mic. Yo, what's good, everybody? It is Talking High Culture. And we are back with another podcast. As always, let us know if the audio is doing good. The audio is never always good. That's the number one trouble we always have, but we still love you guys. What's up? How you doing? We about to take a hit here soon, but let the other ones introduce themselves while they're doing some jitsus.
Hey, what up, y'all? Chris coming at you. Yeah. Just another Wednesday night with everybody. Right now, taking our normal introductory bong hits. What are y'all smoking on tonight? How's y'all week been since we've seen you last? How was everybody's 420? We missed that. Zombie Jesus Day was the same day. Tell me, were you the most high? Because I feel like I was most high that day. If I'm not gonna, if I'm crossing any boundaries, but like, still, he gave us this. This is God's lettuce right here. So let's fucking go get another Wednesday night. Lock in chat. Come on, talk to us. What up, Marco?
Thank you for joining us on Talking High Culture tonight. We do have an article about how the alcohol industry is stepping into the cannabis industry and whether or not that's good or bad. We are coming off the heels of 420. And before we jump into the article, one thing that I really appreciated about 420 was being high, being able to celebrate at work within the industry and having a great time over the weekend, as well as being able to smoke some really good weed over that weekend. And actually, one of the flowers that I picked up is from the turtle pico, right? This flower is called Original Sin, right? And we also have Smoke and Promises, and that's Mystical Gelato, right? Oh wait, yeah, right. Mystical Gelato? Right. This right here is the Turtle Pico, Original Sin, some exotic indoor flower. I got this as a gift for working the 420 holiday. I wanted to go ahead and crack this open and smoke it with the boys as a thank you for another 420 here on Talking High Culture collectively. And thank you to y'all for joining us as well. If you're in the chat, don't forget to leave a like,
Happy
comment, and
420.
subscribe. We really appreciate everybody who has joined us always and forever.
Here we go.
It was 420, everybody. ASMR 420.
Ooh, that smells like some dank. And this is why I feel so jaded with the weed industry, because back in the day, I would have fucking literally just like, oh my God, I can't say it, but I would have been like, oh,
Thank you.
literally would just been like, thank you about this weed.
Shout out Dreamy Bull.
Nowadays, I'm just like, it's just another weed, but this smells fucking dank as fuck. This smells amazing.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it.
It's pretty sweet. It's sweet.
Cleanse up the palate.
It's sweet and gassy. Sweet and gassy is usually really nice, and it is. He's getting that flavor notes. Ooh, he's taking a double sniff. Oh my God. Will he go in for the triple? Oh my God, he went in for the triple sniff, guys.
The way the sweet and kind of gassy you were talking about, almost kind of chlorine-y.
Yeah.
Like chlorine a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
Sweet.
like pool water, but like not as chemically.
Sweet water.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, chlorine pool water.
Right?
Let me get a double take on.
Which isn't bad because I love that fucking smell.
Yeah. Who doesn't like the smell?
It definitely gets into the upper sinuses. That's for sure.
Have you ever had a preference or whether you've noticed between swimming in chlorine or saltwater pools?
I mean, I don't think I've had a saltwater pool, but I have swam in saltwater.
See, it's different than swimming in actual saltwater because my parents back home, when they had finally gotten a pool, thanks, after I was like 20 something years old, I could have used that throughout high school to become popular, but another story. No, but I feel like I did notice a difference with the water. Like it was, I didn't feel like is irritating on my skin sometimes is, like staying in pool water too long, opening my eyes underwater, like didn't burn as much, surprisingly, even though it's like a saltwater pool.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
So
but
for
it's
salt
not,
water, you didn't
but it's
expect.
not like salty salt water. It's not like ocean salt water.
Mhm.
But like, I think with the way the filtration and everything works,
It's just a higher salt balance than
yeah, and like without the need of chlorine and stuff like that, really.
because ideally salt would be antibacterial. I guess so. That's what I would think.
Yeah.
So I've actually swam in mineral water before, which was like a natural
spring water.
natural spring. No, no, no. What bougie? What the fuck? I mean, my uncle did pay for it for us, but I was a child, so I wasn't gonna pay for it myself. Um, but yeah, dude, I've been at one of those, and that was fucking sick. But interestingly enough, crazy. Me and my sister, we got sunburned going to another water park before that. And then we went to that mineral place, and the minerals got in our skin with the sunburn, and we had like nasty acne breakouts because like the minerals and
Because
shit.
it was already like, irritated.
It was
everything
already
inflamed,
irritated.
so made it easier for pathogens to get in.
Exactly, bro. So our shit was like my acne when after that happened was like bad, and I was in seventh and eighth grade, so my hormones were like all over the place as it was.
I have a question. Did either of you guys have a sunburn from when we went hiking the other day? By the way, we went hiking the other day since the last cast. Collectively, us talking high culture, we went to Bridgeport, which is an area that's close by us. We went for a little hike. Took my son out. Got a little bit of water exposure and had an overall great time. And another little smoke session together with the boys to collectively get our minds out and connect with nature. Uh, and yeah, so did you guys get a sunburn at all?
Surprisingly, no. I had
No.
a little bit of redness like on my shoulders and stuff,
Yeah.
but when I got home and like I checked with Daph, um, it wasn't as bad as like she see before. It was like just enough where like it would turn into a little bit of color.
Yeah, both
So
of you.
it was like almost like perfect expo like
Yeah.
with the fucking the spray.
Yeah, because both of them sprayed up.
Neither
I
of you
only lotioned up my arms.
Yeah, neither of you guys thought it, we were gonna get any exposure. You almost wanted to keep your pants on, but I was like, "Don't do it, bro. Don't keep your." And yeah, should have changed Alonzo into shorts before we got out there.
Yeah, that would
Um,
have been a smart move, but it's okay.
exactly.
He still had a great time.
We learned though. We learned, and you're glad you probably had those shorts on afterwards.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, fuck those pants. That would have sucked.
Hmm.
I was glad I felt like player. No change when we got to that first water spot.
100%, bro.
All right, let's go ahead and jump straight into the article. Boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any Fridays or Saturdays off coming up? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do, we'll definitely plan something.
So the alcohol industry lobbies Congress to regulate hemp-derived cannabis. The alcohol industry lobbies Congress to regulate hemp-derived cannabinoid products. And this is from Marijuana Moment. This is from Marijuana Moment. The alcohol representatives descended from Washington, D.C. earlier this month to urge members of Congress to create a federal regulatory framework of intoxicating hemp-derived products such as cannabinoid-infused beverages, a market segment that's ballooned since the legalization of hemp through the 2018 Farm Bill.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, well, thank you. Fizzle Gig, thank you, thank you. The Crossfaded podcast. That's what I'm all about.
Hell yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
know we support our crossfaded around here, Fizz. What's your kind of go-to favorite combo for crossfaded while we go over this article here? Let us know.
So the main thing regarding this article is that we're seeing a huge money pool from a large established industry, being the alcohol industry, being dumped into politics, right?
Yeah.
In order to push the agenda of getting cannabis regulated with the sole intent of selling beverages. And I feel like that's very important to discuss with our job or our perspective in cannabis, is because we may end up seeing a surge in cannabis drinks as a result of that throughout the United States.
Yeah, well, when I went back home to New Jersey for around holidays, they had only recently like legalized for like recreational stuff, so it was still kind of hard to come by. Like it wasn't bad. Shop is pretty cool. They actually had a drive-through smoke shop, which honestly I thought was pretty sick. But um just going to the random liquor stores, I saw like Uncle Arnie's on the shelves. I mean, it was Delta 9, but like, so maybe it wasn't like actually like the stuff you see in the shops here,
Yeah.
but that's still a step in the direction
Yeah.
of the liquor stores and liquor companies. They want to hop on board with this. They
Yeah.
want to catch that train so that they can invest and create new products themselves
Yeah.
to boost up their revenue with an already booming alcohol market. And that's which all right, so for me, I'm 50-50 with the alcohol, with like big alcohol supporting weed.
Let's see how they
You
get
know what I
into it a
mean?
little bit
Like,
more.
yeah, because like I have my, you know,
Mm.
grudges with that.
This dude likes Miller High Life, and a nice sativa, and he said Rolling Rock or a Miller High Life. Dude, Miller High Lifes are fire over Rolling Rocks. Rolling Rocks are literally like water.
Champagne of beers.
The shit.
Yeah.
Beers.
Only reason I know that is because I've drank that beer so many times. And that's what got me into drinking alcohol was the champagne of beers because me and my brother used to mix orange juice into it.
The what?
Miller High Life. It was a 40. They make 32 ounces.
See, it was just regular Miller Lights for me that got me first. That was what my stepdad would drink.
Miller High Life.
Just
Oh
regular Miller Lite.
yeah. Champagne of beers right there, brother.
Members,
Champagne of beers.
members of the Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America, the WSWA, met with lawmakers and staffers to advocate for three key policy priorities that the group says is based on sound principles of alcohol distribution. They include banning synthetic THC, setting up a federal system for testing, and labeling products as establishing state level power to regulate retail sales. So these are all things that we kind of already seen in the cannabis industry. They're just kind of advocating it a little bit more
To work in conjunction with alcohol. Like, hey, let us have some THC infused beers and stuff.
Yeah.
Is essentially what they're going for.
Mhm.
But yeah, continue before I get on because I might take a while with my point.
WSDA is urging lawmakers to clarify rules around hemp-derived cannabinoid products in the next federal farm bill. And the group said that a press release that it believes the next farm bill should explicitly allow for production only natural-derived THC products from hemp, specifically the Delta 9. That's probably why you saw that stuff out there in the Jersey, while explicitly granting individual states primary authority to regulate distribution and retail sales, including state-level prohibition, and to consumers over the age within 21 within their own borders. So it's just basically making sure that all states follow a more tailored guideline to make it similar to how alcohol is tailored to, hey, look, go ahead and 21 and up, and it has to be labeled this particular way and distributed out in the same way that alcohol would be. So that is like its own channels, its own network. It can't just be packaged in with sodas and stuff. Like it has to be its own thing. Maybe in conjunction with alcohol, but not with regular retail commodities.
Yeah, which honestly I feel like has always been like my thoughts on controlling the cannabis industry. Literally just treat it like alcohol. Like sell it in the specific stores, specific age, everything, you know what I mean? But the only thing I'm worried about with the alcohol industry trying to push like for this equality with cannabis is, you know, them going after, trying to hook more people and create potentially alcoholics out of people that just like to smoke weed by pushing for it, advocating for it. No, because then they're going to be selling drinks that like, oh,
Yeah.
we get you stoned and high at the same, we get you drunk and high at the same time.
Yeah.
Why spend outwards when you can save your money on both? Like, but that's going to create people more actually like addicted to that type of feeling. You know what I mean?
I would say that alcohol companies never advertise or advocate or even sample out drinks that they think people are going to abuse. It's all when people are giving you drinks and sampling out their product, it's always to be like, oh, this, you're gonna drink this once or twice, you're gonna feel fine. But what you're talking about is like, oh yeah, people are gonna like fucking just get murdered off that and be crossfaded as fuck, right?
Because they're going to advertise it the same way as like, oh yeah, drink one or two of these, and it'll be the same as you having a joint and two regular beers or something. I mean, like, they're gonna try to put it across like that. And they're under the guise of like, oh, you're saving money, so you're not spending it and you're saving time because you don't have to stop at multiple places. Like, that's what I'm worried about is them trying to put another cog in the function like rehab type machine of, hey, now we can use weed in this. We can get a bunch of those people who like to drink and like they like to smoke so much too. So that means they're gonna always want this drink because we'll put all this stuff in them that makes them keep coming back. All like the chemicals preserved, all this shit. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, that's a far out theory,
Yeah, that's a
but like,
conspiracy theory.
but it's something to be thoughtful about,
Wary
at
of.
least be aware.
Yeah.
So I would say that yeah, like in the terms of like um I know it's not like the obviously the fucking vodka companies or whatever the alcohol companies want abusers of their products, but they have to advertise it as being like a lifestyle thing or being like, oh, you can just take a drink of some of that and be cool. You know what I mean? So they're gonna advertise that as such with the weed in it. So I don't think that like yeah, like and you can't there are people that do that. There are people that do that. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying that they're already. I'm saying like they're like
So
it might create more.
no, I don't think it invites that. I don't think it invites
I
that.
think it does have the potential for a bigger
I don't think it
invitation.
does because like the invitation has already been there. It always
No,
has
I'm
been.
saying for now, for more convenient one stop shop.
Yeah, and a product that would have alcohol and
Like for younger kids and stuff, underage kids that are trying to get stuff. It's easier now. It would be easier now instead of somebody to one stop than instead of trying to get. Oh, this person, have them stop at the dispo. This person stop at a liquor store for us, or have them stop here and then stop there.
mm,
When you could just be like, you know what, fuck it. Like, why don't we just have them stop here and we can, just get crossfaded off the drink. You know what I mean?
okay.
And then,
So
but
so
and
you're saying
that
having
has the potential to create more issues.
yeah, I do.
That's kind of where I'm getting at.
I see the potential issues in having both alcohol and cannabis together in the same fridge, right, at the same store, right?
Especially if it's like mixed drinks
Yeah.
and mixed
I,
products, like
I,
infused beers, infused vodkas.
I think my only issue with what you were saying was that like people are gonna act differently because there's like weed in the drinks or anything. Like I feel like um it's gonna be relatively the same. You know, when there's weed and alcohol, they're gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be like, you know. I don't think it's gonna be like, we're fucking jumping on the fucking bandwagon like that shit. You know what I mean? I don't. That's a weird explanation for that. I'm sorry, my way for.
there may be a few people who may be a little bandwagony about weed, right? Because as a gatekeeper, right, there is a level aspect to okay, well now if it's for everybody, right, you do have to kind of exude a little level of gatekeeping this over the overall community to see who knows what about cannabis once it's like completely destigmatized,
Mhm.
right? In a way, we're advocating for the destigmatization of cannabis, and that's going to make weed boring for everybody. That's why kind of getting into the news sometimes does feel a little boring because ultimately what we're advocating for is, to just it kind of be normal stuff.
Yeah, I'm completely cool with that being having a thing. I don't know why. I don't know.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not like advocate against it or anything. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like with everything is going to come the risk. So I'm literally just trying to like kind of be devil's advocate right now.
Yeah.
Same.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to come it from the perspective of those conservative, people like those more worried people that are literally sitting there being like, well, hey, my kid can now have access to this, like, and just they can just have a beer that has alcohol in it, so they can have a couple beers and like they've essentially smoked a quarter, and they're to the face and they're also drunk at the same time, like,
Mhm.
which kids enjoying that much euphoria added into an alcohol, like with the alcohol actually having the addictive chemicals in there,
Uh,
that's what's going to create, that's what I'm saying could create another problem and
I do I do have an opinion.
another big pharma.
Yeah,
Essentially, it's all fucking a big conspiracy. I
I
won't go down that rabbit hole.
I do have opinion on that in particular, but let's see. Fizzle Gig says it literally says on the label we just have to have it removed as Schedule One federally. California, Nevada, or Illinois states where you don't have to go to an ABC store. well, smoking and versus ingesting are different things. I think that's a big
Yeah.
important distinction here. There's productive cokeheads, and you kind of have to advocate for coke, or are you now advocating for coke use? Uh, Wine spritzer plus THC, and we call it crossfaded, and we'll make a mint.
Yeah, we could.
um,
We
I,
could actually also.
I think that that is worst case scenario what you're describing, right?
Yeah,
The
obviously. Like I
the
said, devil's advocate.
reality of the situation is that if you just put alcohol there, right, that kind of already exists, right? Like you can get
Like that's what I kind of the sentiment that I was going.
yeah, like you can get alcohol, you can get alcohol mixers, you can get fucking Benadryl at
You
the
can get
store.
alcohol and weed and mix them together.
Yeah, you can. It's very easily like I feel like to get alcohol for kids may not be as hard as it was for us because they have access to it from their parents pretty easily, right? And a lot more parents are very lenient with their kids these days. It just shows them their attitude, right? That's my general. That's just my general assumption,
I think so.
right? Uh, So I don't feel like it's as hard for kids to get their hands on alcohol. And if it's not that hard for them to get their hands on alcohol, it for sure isn't hard for get their hands to get on weed because in most cases parents see weed as less dangerous.
That's an interesting take. The worst case scenario is that you don't even know what you're addicted to, the weed, the alcohol. Damn, that's actually a good take
that
too.
that
That's a
would
crazy good take.
But that's part of like kind of in what I was getting at.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that that is a good
Tendency where you don't even know what the fucking problem is, but you're creating, double dependency, you're actually creating a weed addiction
Mhm.
at that point.
So
yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. When you put it together with that, if they're always together.
If you have like Miller Lite selling fucking the new Miller quote high life where it has fucking 10 20 milligrams THC, but it's also like that 3 point or like 4% ABV at the same time, so you're literally getting it both in one. You don't know what the fuck your body is enjoying more, but you know that your body's going to want more of that substance.
So I think that the most important thing regarding that in particular is regulation of how much of THC, how much of alcohol you are allowed to put in a drink if they do put it together at all.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Fizzle
We-
said, and that's the hardest thing about getting something like that passed. But I'm so down with being the quality assurance agent.
Yeah.
Hey, same. Hey, sign me up, brother.
So the WSW says we strongly advocate for clear federal rules and regulations that define intoxicating hemp compounds to grant states the authority to regulate these products within their own borders.
So it's within the states' fucking boundaries.
Yes, but it's important to note that in history, I don't know if the article goes into it, but throughout history, after the prohibition, the way that ca- uh, the way that alcohol got re-legalized, right, was state to state action, right?
That's why
Makes
different
sense.
states have
That makes sense.
different rules that you can buy in. Like growing up for me in New Jersey, I couldn't go to a 7-Eleven and buy beer. There was no alcohol being sold there, or a Target or a Walmart. But go to even other states on the East Coast and moving out here. Like I saw some that had that, some that didn't. Like majority of them, yeah, you can go to any gas station and buy tolling. Whereas for me, it was no, you had to go to an exclusive liquor store.
Yeah.
And
So
they sold everything.
so while there is like federal rules, federal laws on being able to drink, like as far as like the legal age, right? There are state to state laws that dictate when and where you are able to drink, right? When you can't drink. And I think that's the same principle here with cannabis that they want to go with is that they're like, hey, look, there will be federal regulated rules, but then eventually, but the whole idea is to allow states to say, hey, look, okay, abide by those federal rules, right? And then be flexible however you see fit, state to state,
Yeah.
which I think is a very important thing to do when you're running a.
So that's more fair too.
Yeah.
Rather than making it a countrywide thing, like, hey, these are the country rules. States, you decide on what you want based on this.
Yeah, that's how everything should be.
All right. The alcohol industry in recent years has been increasingly involved in lobbying on marijuana issues. That's in part due to expanding marijuana markets that are competing with alcohol sales. So, alcohol seeing that marijuana is competing with them in the drink business and they want in on the pie, essentially. That's what I'm seeing with that part. This month's lobbying effort, for instance, came alongside a separate policy memo for another alcohol trade group, the American Beverage Licenses, which argued that only by businesses licensed to sell alcohol should be able to carry intoxicating hemp products.
Yeah, so I think that's another thing important to note out from that article is
That can kind of make sense to a degree.
it's all about enforcing like regulation, right? And it's saying, hey, look, only these type of businesses. Same thing like with alcohol. Only these type of businesses can sell alcohol. Only these type of businesses can sell cannabis.
Why you got to come at your boy like that? Miller High Life. Maryland, PA, South Carolina is dry on Sundays.
But
Oh damn! Yeah, they don't. Oh my
you
gosh!
don't even sell. I think it doesn't like isn't Nevada like that
I'm not too familiar.
or Utah? I mean,
Information's like that.
or Utah, something like big Mormons, like Salt Lake City and shit. But anyway, does my thing is only businesses licensed to carry alcohol, licensed to sell alcohol. So does that mean restaurants?
It could be.
You know what I mean?
Could be.
Because if I can sit there and go to Chili's and get a beer, some fucking late night priced apps, and then some edibles, or like order a joint while I'm out on the patio, like it's fucking lit.
Mhm.
You know, like that's a great night.
Yeah.
So the report from Bloomberg Intelligence last year called cannabis a significant threat to the alcohol industry, citing survey data that suggests more people are using cannabis as a substitute for alcoholic beverages such as beer and wine, which, yeah, can make sense. You know, weed can be a safe, kind of substitute or crutch. The report projected that slumping sales of wine and spirits may extend indefinitely, which will stem largely from the increased consumer access to legal cannabis and other alternative projects. So they're saying that pretty much wine and alcohol sales like are going to keep going down the more states and people are advocating for cannabis and the use of recreational cannabis, which makes sense because it's going to help people with what they want, which is why sometimes they're using alcohol, but without the adverse effects of you know the type of violent behavior sometimes that can come from alcohol, like that type of irritation, anger that can bring out. How many like people have been killed, murdered, or like domestic disturbance and domestic violence things have probably caused just because of alcohol.
Mhm.
Whereas if they were sitting there smoking weed, they would not have sat there and like been incoherent to sit there and actually been able to talk, or they just would have been like, you know what, it's not worth being mad about. Like, let's just keep smoking. Like, we'll figure it out. So
No.
it works.
Fizzle says the interesting part is that alcohol lobbyists are submitting motions to require weed products to only be sold in licensed alcohol sale places, and that puts weed beverage producers beholden to the alcohol companies to be allowed to get shelf space in alcohol stores. I think that here I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the web page because I think that the most important takeaway is taking that point. The reason why it would seem that they are stepping into this industry at all is so that way they can put their foothold into the beverage market. They try to do it in a cannabis cigarette form, and there are lots of companies. There are plenty of companies who have successfully invested, plenty of cigarette companies who have successfully invested in cannabis companies in order to get their markets off the ground and boom that industry, right? And I think that we're seeing the same thing here with the beverage market through alcohol, right? The alcohol industry was able to see the success of the tobacco industry and what they were able to do getting their foothold in the weed, and they said, hey, we can do the same thing in this direction. I think you're absolutely right, like, hey, look, yeah, it's only what they allow, and I think that as regulations go up and down throughout each individual state or throughout the country, it will be tailored to, hey, look, maybe some Applebee's, maybe some Chili's do have a lot more Uncle Arnie's Delta 9 THC on the shelf, and then maybe some of them have a lot more 805 by comparison, right? It's just going to be depending from state to state.
Lola, what would you have to say about that?
They say the use of cannabis consumers is on the rise, and we believe it's being substituted for alcoholic beverages. We also We also anticipate that increasing U.S. consumer access to recreational marijuana will be a significant threat to all alcoholic drinks, particularly beer and wine, given their lower price point relative to liquor. Right. So they're also saying that a because cannabis as a whole has a cheaper threshold than alcohol, that is the real concern to the producing a THC beverage market. The rate at which they're producing THC beverages is actually a lot faster than they can produce alcohol beverages, which to some extent, I don't know if I can say I completely agree, but I can say that we get a lot of THC drinks and they can produce them pretty quickly. So yeah, I just think that's very interesting overall as far as how the alcohol industry is kind of stepping their foot. They're both good and bad things comparatively. We kind of went over the general facts, and people are allowed to say people are allowed to take away. Like, hey, look, are these things good or bad? Let us know in the comments. Thank you, Fizzlegig, and anybody else. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, Fizzlegig. Like every single one of Fizzlegig's comments because he's an OG, right?
Who's the goodest doggy? Yeah, she's
Yeah.
the best. I love her so much. She's the best. We need to get her a haircut because she's dreaded up, but she loves everyone. Who's the goodest doggy? She's the sweetest. She's both of our dogs hot dog between us, me and my lady every night. Meaning that they'll literally be asleep in between us and be hot dogs between our bodies.
So you had to like because stuff started complaining too much that like she would be running up space,
Party foul.
or that like Cheeky would always be just in the way every time she went to like move because she would always end up trying to sleep like in between our legs. So it always ended up like waking up in the middle of the night when we're trying to move. Or like when she goes to move, she'll just stomp all over us.
So I just got used to it.
Yeah, I couldn't get. I mean, I was used to it, but Daph would complain, so we ended up putting. We started creating them.
No man.
Yeah, at least when we go to sleep, especially because there were times where she started just shitting overnight because she wouldn't let us know or wake us up like that she needed to go.
Gotta be like sleepers.
Oh, my cat sleeps
So
on my chest.
that's impossible.
That's impossible. So I've had my dog Kilo since he was basically able to leave his mom, so like 5 or 6 months, something like that, or however long. So yeah, I've had him since that day, and he has slept with me and been with me, and that's not changing anytime soon.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether he pisses or shits the bed, he's sleeping with me till he leaves this earth. You know what I mean?
Oh, fine. She always
Mhm.
especially because sometimes with our upstairs, with the way our house is. So during the summer, instead of going to our upstairs bedroom because we don't have like a full like central AC to the upstairs, it has like its own wall mounted thing. So if, like for us to save power during the summer, we'll sleep downstairs. But the beds are a little bit smaller, so there's not really enough space where like there's like enough room for both of us and like Cheeky to like be kind of like comfortable where somebody's not getting squished or like feeling like they're on the edge of the bed. I was fine. Whereas I was fine, but then when we do sleep upstairs in the winter, we have the king size bed, so like there's plenty of space, so like it's not a problem.
I think that now
For the dog, I like to come.
I think with any of us, all of us being, I mean, Marco being the shortest out of us three, unfortunately, if we're just speaking facts, I'm not just trying to like dog on him or anything. Even him being the shortest in the group, I think, and I know that having a bigger bed would be way better. Having because a queen or a king or whatever the largest size is isn't enough to like house all of our body
California king is the biggest
comfort,
size, and then it's
comfortably.
king size, and then
No,
queen.
no. There's Alaskan and then Texas. Yeah, because they're huge,
I
bro.
haven't heard of California king.
They're
I want to
fucking
know.
huge.
Yeah, I want to know what a
Alaskan
Alaskan
and Texas
Texas
fucking beds are a term. Here we go. All right.
Single sleeping on the bed is fine, but it's hard to untrain a 75-pound dog not to sleep on the bed. Yeah, I can agree. When you have
See, Alaskan King mattress right there.
who's that fucker?
It's huge, bro.
Chris, take the mic and then reread
It's huge.
Fizzle Gates' comments.
So Fizzle said, I prefer big dogs when you're single. Sleeping on the bed is fine, but it's a hard thing to untrain a 75-pound dog not to sleep on the bed. Honestly, I do get that. Luckily, I never had to deal with like the bigger dog. As much as I would like a bigger dog right now, with like the way my work schedule is, and like because of my property that I do have, I don't really have like a yard big enough to really give him
Yeah.
the space that he would require. Here we go. And like I'm not always able to get out as much, or like which I'm working on being able to have more energy, find more time in my life for things like that, even for my small dogs. But at least with my smaller dogs, like the space I do have is enough for them to kind of run back and forth throughout the day, and like it's easier to wear them down because they don't require as much. And they do take up less space in the bed. I do like having them there though, just because it is kind of comforting, like having like the tiny little thing to, like curl up, and like when they really like wanted to snuggle up with you. All right, check this shit out.
Oh, I don't even have it up yet, dog.
But unfortunately, the two boys, they piss too much everywhere. We're still training them.
I can't find the exact one that you have right there.
Oh shit! Damn. What's the measurement on that bitch?
I just want the image.
Oh, you have to open it. It's in a separate link.
Wait. I'm doing that image.
In the tab.
So family bed.
Link.
Damn.
Huge, right?
Texas King is 80 inch by 60 by 96. Damn. Wyoming.
Texas King is huge.
Which is weird because the way it's lined up, you'd think the Wyoming King would be.
Right. Essentially, what you're talking about is like, okay, wait.
So what's a regular king size?
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pull up a better image. Okay, yeah.
Because I just have a regular king.
Image. Tab. No, I want this image in the tab.
Dennis. Oh wait, so I'm gonna have to measure my bed when I get home because I'm pretty sure I just have a regular king bed, which is
The
bigger than
standard
California.
king.
This is against the wall. Oh, tits. I'm sorry.
Who's bleeding?
I'm sorry.
All right, I'll
Do it properly.
block it.
That's what she said.
I'm pressing against the wall right now. I'm
Okay,
pushing P.
too much.
I'm pushing P.
It's 11.5 feet.
Okay. So 11 and a half feet. Yeah, I got you.
I got you back for that. I didn't mean to.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just have a standard king at home.
So
But now I'm gonna measure.
There's 11 and a half feet.
Yeah.
0.5 times 16.
God damn.
Because it's
Like,
12
no,
inches.
it's 12 inches. Yeah. So 11.5 times 12.
It's like gonna be a bruise.
Yeah, shit, I'm sorry.
138. Right. So
it's bigger.
all of these would be able to fit in this room, but barely.
That last thing came barely.
The last thing it would take a majority of the room.
Hey, it's nice that you can fit a king size bed in here, though.
But you could definitely, yeah, easily fit a king size.
So we just gotta put a king size bed in here now.
So
I was doing it like
So what I'm saying is like you could actually get a bigger bed and we would all be able to accommodate it like way easier, especially with animals, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like standard king, no short king. Yeah, short king is super king. Either of those. There's no way. I'm gonna measure the bed right now.
Because I'm pretty sure I have a regular king.
There's no way.
No way.
A split king is what? 2 twin size beds?
I guess so.
Hold on.
Alberta kings, which can fit at least 3 people. An Alaskan can fit like 4 people. And then it has like a big sized dog and a medium sized dog.
So 38 by 75 is a twin.
Standard king has
so-
like a small cat. It looks like a small.
The split is two. The split king is 2 full beds.
Okay.
Width of mine is 5 feet. What's 5 feet? What inches?
Well, 5 times 12 is 60, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not even a full king.
Exactly.
Then you're at a queen.
Exactly.
You're at a queen size.
I have a queen. Our bed is a queen at home.
Exactly, dude.
We did, yeah.
Yeah,
We did have a king.
I
At
have
one point.
2 queen size mattresses in each of the downstairs bedroom, and then the king size mattress in our upstairs bedroom.
Now that I'm remembering, Melina's parents had a split king because I remember in their room when they were disassembling their bed to move out of that house, the mattress was actually 2 separate mattresses, right? Put to make a king size bed.
See how they add an animal in there? That's actually crazy.
Yeah, like one's a medium sized dog. They have the cat and the medium size, and then medium sized dog, large dog, large dog, large dog, medium sized dog.
On God, I want the Texas King. That's the one I want. So much space. Could you imagine that much space?
Look, so my family would just need the Alberta.
The standard is good enough.
Yeah, the Alberta king
Standard?
would
Which
be
one's
my.
that? Oh yeah, that one's good enough for sure. Just adding. So
I'm
what?
pretty sure that's the one I have. I just gotta measure it.
So if mine's at, yeah, adding an extra ruler in terms of length plus 4 inches. Oh yes, yeah. Then standard king would go crazy, and then Wyoming king would go crazy too.
And you only measured the width of your bed, right? Not even the length.
No, not even the length. Because I don't give. Okay, I do give a fuck about the length. Fuck.
You're a tall motherfucker.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I've had that bed, like I've had that twin size bed before, like what, especially like when I first moved out of my parents' house, and like I shacked up with like an ex girlfriend. Like we had an apartment, all I had was like the bed from my bedroom, and I had outgrown that thing, so my feet would always hang off. Uncomfortable as fuck. I end up sleeping on the couch more often.
You know what's funny? We haven't acknowledged the short king or the super king, but I think it's very
Hey,
funny.
shout out to my short kings.
Shout out to short kings. But the super king I think is really funny because you would think super would be bigger than standard, but look at the measurements.
I thought California was bigger than standard.
California is just
It's
taller.
It's longer, or no?
Yeah.
It's longer. But the
California,
standard is wider.
Yes.
And more. The standard's wider.
but it's not as long as the California.
Okay, so they actually do a good job in showing the proportions with people in it. So looking at the proportions, I would much rather want a Wyoming king. That would be the ideal one.
That would
Yeah.
probably be
Wyoming or Alberta.
Exactly.
no. I mean, Alberta's D, bro. Alberta's OD.
Alaskans OD. Alberta's a little OD, but
No, Alaskan is just baller.
Oh, your girl's on the other side of the universe.
Alaska is just baller.
Yeah. Bro, you can have 7 animals in that bed.
But the Wyoming,
7 animals.
the Wyoming is probably like would be the choice.
And also
Like,
some pets.
for most like options of like with having pets and shit.
Yeah.
Hold on. Logan said you can have 7 animals in there and also some pets.
Marcos wants to be one of those animals. That's what he meant by that. That's why he brought it up.
I'm a tiger. Arr.
Yeah, what year were you born?
No, I'm actually a boar.
I think
1995.
think I'm the tiger.
For what? What in Chinese zodiac?
Chinese zodiac.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm a rooster. 93.
Oh.
Pretty sure I'm a cock.
Yikes.
You're a cock. I'm a pig. You're a pussy.
Wait. Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Did you hear this guy? He called me a max capacity of different king size beds. Max
Hey,
capacity.
you know Logan's not actually this tall in real life.
I'm taller.
Yeah, he's
Where the heck is my drink?
we in the industry call a super king.
Wait a second.
Oh, your phone? Your drink? Your diet Dr. Kelp?
You already finished. No, you already finished it. So what's your birthday, Margo?
Oh, I'm 1995, June 10th.
95? Yeah, you're the pig.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're the pig.
Yeah, I'm the rooster. 93 is the rooster. And what was Logan? What did you say? 96? Is he? Is he a year younger than him? What's your birthday? Look, what's your birthday? 98. 98? Yeah. Oh, you're the tiger. Okay, I got enough. That's a cool one. We're in the year of the snake right now. 2025. The next, oh, it seems the zodiac, this one that I found is ending at 2028. But it looks like if it keeps going the way,
Okay, so let's be ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
uh,
3,
where's the
2,
mic? Where's the mic?
1.
Oh.
The Godfather, Al Pacino,
Scarface.
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 He was in something. He was a blind guy in another movie too. For going down the Al Pacino route. I'm gonna hold it right here. Make sure you talk into it.
Michelle Pfeiffer, you can go Batman.
But we can go Batman with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Go old school. I think that's George Clooney with Danny DeVito.
Here, you go, Mike. Give me your mic. Shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's up.
Mission Impossible. Brian De Palma. Fuck that. Tom Cruise, go Outsiders.
Outsiders. Going Outsiders.
It gives a wide range.
Very. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
1983.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Because that gives so many people. And I love that. I love that book and movie.
Yeah, I hope he goes info on that so we could see, the in depth. Top rank
Oh, we don't need to see
750.
this. I know half the cast, like majority of the
Oh,
cast. On
damn, how does he not have
that cast was
any
heavy hitters.
Exactly. Isn't Josh Brolin in there?
Bro.
You can go Avengers, can't you?
Tom Cruise again.
I thought he was. My bad, guys. Oh no,
Tropic Thunder.
he could have went Karate Kid. Ralph Macchio was in The Outsiders, wasn't he?
Yeah, Ralph Macchio, Matt Dillon, Tom Cruise, Mila Estevez, Patrick Swayze.
Damn, whole roster.
Sheesh. Tropic Thunder. You can go very many routes with Tropic Thunder. It's insane.
Still here. You mean
Yeah, go with that one.
Yumi and Dupree from Marco. That's a great fucking suggest right there. We're in a good first round, ladies and gents. We always start off great.
Wow, you got lucky because I wasn't even Ben Stiller in it.
Yeah, I got that's what I was going for.
Theodore Shapiro, Marley and me. We're going Owen Wilson. We should go.
Wedding Crashers.
Okay, yeah. Funny thing enough, I was gonna go the other Vince Vaughn movie that he has, which is The Interview.
Okay, that'd be a good one. Or The Intern or whatever.
Yeah, The Intern. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that was my bad. I'm shit.
Darjeeling Limited.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I hit the cast.
Darjeeling Limited.
Oh, Adrian Brody.
Oh, the pianist.
Slice.
The pianist.
Slice first.
Amazing.
Oh, what's her name is in that too? Fucking the girl.
You can also there's a Predator movie he's in that has a good cast.
Oh, he was in that shit, bro.
Adrian Brody, go Predators. Predators with an S. Yeah, 2010.
That's crazy.
Because that was like Topher Grace, a few other people. I'm pretty sure Machete's in there.
Okay,
Dave Chappelle.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Who's Topher Grace?
Eric from that 70s show.
Oh, no way that's his name.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Matrix. Just hit the fucking Matrix.
Oh shit. I gotta let Lola back in.
Lawrence Fishburne could have done Boys in the Hood. Go Boys in the Keanu. Um Jordan Peele, Keegan Michael Key.
I'm gonna go Matrix Reloaded.
Okay.
Because that's the only other
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves movie I knew.
All right, winner, a good deep one, ladies and gents. Keanu Reeves is on the bar.
He's off.
We're getting after it. Oh fuck.
We only used our cast.
Opponent's turn.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, is that it?
No way.
We gotta win that quick. All right.
Let's
go. I got
good shit.
good one.
We took a dub. Number of rounds, 18 rounds right there. So that means 9 of those were answers from us, ladies and
Let's
gents.
go.
First dub. We all got to take a hit, and we are going to take a hit before we leave the game and restart. That was a great one. This is Sinitude Nerdle, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great, fun game if you know movies. And the combined of us know movies very well.
I wonder if there's any other like kind of topics we can like dive into
Possibly, but
on this because like the movies are cool, but like I'd be interested to see what the other topics are. How we do.
it's pretty easy to get into some holes that you don't know, and we've fallen into that. So, and that's always after the first game. So the first game lately has always been good, but we'll see after
We
this.
start off strong, but let's see if we can hold that.
Well,
Oh yeah. Camera at Alberta King requires a separate zip code with that bed size. You ask whose hand it is. You just say thank you. The camera adds 3 inches. Take that joke and run with it. He's a pig. Get out. Get out. Jordan Peele. That's right. For the director and shit.
Oh, that would work.
All right. Let's go. Oh, Marcus, sorry.
Round 2, ladies and gents. Here we go. All right, Fizzle. Hope you're watching. I was wondering what that sound was. Okay.
Godfather again.
We're going at first, so.
Yeah, let's see what they got.
Jack and Jill.
Adam Sandler, Al Pacino.
Writers Adam Sandler. Okay, then yeah, you can go Grown Ups. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Then we go.
I was gonna say you should have gone a little bit. I would have gone a little bit more throwback, like Airheads.
Big Daddy.
No, Airheads.
I would have went out Happy Gilmore.
That has Brendan Fraser in it and Steve Buscemi.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh my
You know what I
gosh,
mean?
the one with the Robins.
Airheads.
They just want to be on the radio.
Let's throw back. Yeah.
And then I kind of want to throw it back to.
This one's an easy pitch, but he has to go for the cast.
The cast is easy.
Yeah,
but
baiting
still.
him into using one of his lifelines for the cast, though.
Oh.
See. He's going to have to use the cast list right here. Oh, okay.
David Spade is still in Grown Ups too, right?
Yeah.
Emperor's there, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I would say Tommy's boy.
Nice.
And then from there we got John Mixon.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is Sully, right?
So
Yeah, Monsters Inc. Because it's only movies, right?
yeah.
You can go Flintstones for John Goodman.
Oh, see, yeah.
Live action
Damn.
Flintstones.
Fox New Groove.
John David Spade, Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy. Yeah, let's go.
And get David Spade
Yeah.
off the thing.
Yeah.
That opens up Chris Farley.
Chris Farley,
And
which
also a couple of
is
people. Chris Farley.
what other movie was he in other than Tommy Boy?
Fuck, what's that?
Black Sheep.
Yeah, Black Sheep.
There we go. He don't know that shit. He's a kid.
He's a kid. Damn, you got it.
He already used the lifeline.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a kid. He's trying to go with anything other than David Spade. He doesn't know any Chris Farley shit.
You're trying to Google it?
This is it.
He skipped.
You skipped.
Oh, okay.
We made him use both lifelines in that one,
Chris
y'all.
Farley is
Yeah, Black Sheep.
Let's go. See, we don't need that shit. What? Skip.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, we'll both skip him.
What?
More time.
More time, yeah. Dan Aykroyd, Ghostbusters.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
He almost had us with
Oh
Fuck,
my
we fucked
shit.
up on that. I thought you had it.
We still have a skip though.
Was it? I thought it is Black Sheep.
No. So he's going off Dan Aykroyd. Or what? Okay. What?
Well, unless you picked the wrong Black
What's a
Sheep.
response we could go off to?
Bill Murray's
Oh,
in
Bill
here.
Murray. Zombieland.
There's plenty of Bill Murray.
Zombieland.
We got it.
No way.
Let's go. 2 dubs in a row. I got the Ghostbuster on that one.
11 rounds. Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We played a Young Buck. That had to have been it.
Yeah. There was no way.
All right.
We can get this game, guys.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Better not give us fucking Al
don't
Pacino.
get cocky, kid. As Han Solo said.
Russell Crowe.
Gladiator.
Why don't I get that mixed up with the one from Meeting Sarah Marshall?
Joaquin Phoenix. If you guys Joaquin Phoenix, I want to do
How Russell Brand, really?
Yeah, there you go. Russell Brand. There we go.
Beautiful Mind.
Wasn't Russell Crowe also in
Yeah, Ragnarok.
I thought it was Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
shit.
Ah.
Yeah, nah, it's better to do that.
Thor.
No.
You still have to type Thor.
No,
You're good.
You gotta look.
Link tracking plans and win conditions are
Easy.
active.
Easier. Huh? Cinderella Man, Russell Crowe.
Fuck, another Russell Crowe movie. Wasn't he just
You want me to cast?
Yeah.
Mr. Deeds. Mr. Deeds is Renee Zellweger, I'm pretty sure.
Skip. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my
I
god.
knew she was in a movie with him.
He got the skip. Damn, you got that fucked off,
Oh, I
bro.
might have got the wrong one.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Okay.
I'm trying, man.
The Insider. God damn it, we don't have lifelines.
It's another Russell Crowe fucking.
I don't know anything, bro. I don't know any Russell Crowe movies, bro.
Master Commander.
No way.
Master Commander.
Commander?
Yes, right there. Far side of the world.
Yes. Holy shit, that's a deep cut. And it killed the Russell Crowe train. Dude, he's got we're no. Oh, Heath Ledger? Okay.
Paul Bettany, that's also fucking
dude.
Paul Bettany.
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say fucking Da Vinci Code. Paul Bettany plays the monk in that shit, but he also plays Vision.
Oh yeah. Oh my
But he
god.
also plays that monk in Da Vinci's Code, which is Tom Hanks. October Sky, Jake Gyllenhaal.
That is a
Donnie
great
Darko.
movie.
Donnie Darko.
October Skies. I saw that in science class back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out my 7th grade science teacher.
Swear to God, bro. Dude, I watched that shit so hard. I was like, yo.
Mr. Rossi, bro.
I watched that shit so hard. I can't believe I just said that.
50 First Dates.
We got out of the hole on that one, guys. Okay, we're coming out of the light.
Have we done Adam Sandler? I don't think.
I don't think so. No. Marco asked if we did Adam Sandler yet. We have not.
Riding in cars with boys.
What the fuck?
I do not know this at
Oh
all.
shit, dude.
We're fucked on this one. I
Yeah,
think.
we're fucked. Yeah, we're. See, this is where we get the loss because we use our lifeline stupidly.
Time begins. Time begins.
God,
Yeah, time begins.
that was so sick, bro. Oh my God, that's funny. Holy shit, that
Got
was so
Michael
sick,
Caine off
bro.
the fucking.
Oh my God. Oh my God. The fact that that worked is nut. Memento?
Oh, Memento! Isn't that Edward Norton in that?
No, it's Guy Pearce. He's in fucking. Fuck. Oh God, he's not in very many other movies, bro. Dude, no.
Sorry, Edward Norton. Oh no. Illusionist. I don't know. Damn, 19 rounds though. That was. If we thought it was though, we still lost. We came out though. That was a good one.
That was sick, Marco.
Yeah, Marco had a good fucking clutch pull right there.
That was so sick, bro. And he actually had a real username, so we were going against somebody real that knew their shit. But
Somebody actually signed up to play this.
yeah, what? Fuck.
Cannot believe that worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, that was fucking hilarious.
It's fucking hell.
Enclave.
Ralph Fiennes. Oh, Harry Potter. He's Voldemort.
No way. Oh no,
Yeah.
you could do Grand Budapest Hotel too.
Yeah, you can do that.
Goblet of Fire. Some movie have Cedric Diggory.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have
Hamilton is this.
Yeah, see, and he is
Twilight.
see, easy, let's get.
Yeah, we gotta throw softballs at first.
Yeah.
We can't go into any holes too quickly.
Kristen Stewart.
Oh, Jesse Eisenberg, Zombieland.
Oh yeah, Opus Key. See,
He also in like a movie called Red something.
shut the fuck up.
Dude, he's one of the same thing here.
Red one. Oh no.
Jesse Eisenberg's also social.
He's
Yeah.
Lex Luthor
He's
too.
in Social Network.
He had the Social Network. All right, now we got the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. Emma Stone. We can go. Easy A.
Yeah.
Easy A. Yup. Went with the Emma Stone route on that one, ladies and gents.
With episodes.
That was a Fox movie back in the day.
Super bad.
Wow, he went. Jonah Hill. We go. No. Early.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to
Franco.
Ice Cube. Oh, go. When are we there yet?
Yeah. That's a little obscure.
He's gonna go with Are We There Yet too. That's really the
No,
only.
but that's not Ice Cube.
Oh fuck, Neil Long.
Oh fuck. Oh wait, but
Cast.
oh wait, no. Go Radio. Radio, because Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in there, and he plays Radio.
Got him. Oh my god.
Snow Dogs?
I like that movie Radio actually.
It's Snow
Yeah.
Dogs. Also, people do.
Snow Dogs. He had to hit the cast on.
Isn't that Ed Holmes? I think.
He doesn't know Cuba Gooding Jr. apparently. He's not a young.
There's a
he's
decent
young.
cast in that though.
Oh, he skipped.
Yeah, go Snow Dogs.
What? Got it. Let's go.
And he's also isn't Cuba Gooding Jr. A Few Good Men.
Googling Gary. He's in another tab. Let's go.
Trying to be in another.
Let's go. We won. Yo, we gotta keep going. We gotta go to 9.
We 3-1? 3-1?
Yeah, we've never been this good.
Damn.
Yeah, we've never done this.
Let's take a rip. Let's take a rip real quick.
Yeah, we got him in a Cuba Gooding hole, and he could not find himself out of that. That's a hard hole because, God damn it.
Hey, I just want to say I got 2 right now. Right. I got
Yeah, Marco's been doing pretty good with the typing and the suggestions over here. So
I have our other win.
praise to Marco.
It's me and Marco keeping us alive tonight.
Yes, swear to God, swear to God. What the fuck? I've been having good suggestions too. So.
Suggest these nuts, bro.
God damn. That's what I'm talking about. I need to be able to think of this fucking. God fucking damn.
You think about where to aim when you're doing a piss, probably. If it's in that corner, where am I going to splash last? Do I go in the water? Do I even need to pee? Go ahead and figure.
Yeah, that's how shit I am at thinking of comebacks. Is like I'm just.
Maybe you weren't bullied enough as a child. You weren't traumatized just enough where you felt you needed to snap back at people constantly. Your family didn't put you down enough that you felt the need to defend yourself verbally.
True.
You were probably praised and told you were doing a good job and doing your best.
I don't know about that, but
no, family didn't put him down verbally. I'm they put guns down.
They made him dig his own. They made him imagine what it's like to dig his own grave and stand 6 feet and under for 8 hours a day.
They put his be in the environment
yeah, I had something that Chris didn't. Great parents. Yeah, good for me, you degenerate fuck.
Must have been nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, you should be.
We did the best with what we could.
My parents were just okay.
And it wasn't much.
You have all three. You have all three different products of your environments here. You have the attentive parents, the okay parents, and the completely absent parents.
If you want bottom of the barrel, you're looking at it.
Hey, I'm gonna
Hold on. When it comes to things at the bottom of the barrel,
I get left in charge of people now.
I'm just saying, when it comes to things that are at the bottom of the barrel, right? There are some things that could float to the top, right? But the more baggage you got, the further you sink. Don't win.
Isn't usually the scrub that floats to the top and just sift it out?
Wait, so you're just like a daycare? No, I'm just kidding.
Essentially, that's my job as being an adult daycare.
All right, that's another win.
Another win. Another win. One more win. One more win.
Angels and Demons, Tom Hanks. We have
Castaway.
Thank you.
Or Ewan McGregor, we could go Star Wars.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, go Star Wars. Stellan Skarsgård.
I didn't even realize it was our turn.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm sorry, I almost fucked up there.
Oh, you know what we should have done? If they do another Star Wars with Ewan McGregor, let's go Train Spotters. Let's go throwback. Damn it, George Lucas.
George Lucas, American Graffiti.
Trying to get it back to Star Wars, see if we can. Yeah.
So far, George Lucas. Harrison Ford. Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should have gone earlier, so I don't know how. Oh, shit. Maybe
I'm gonna try to do the same one.
I'm literally so high right now.
But John Williams, you can probably do the first ones too.
I'm so high.
Episode 3.
So fucking
Well, do episode 2.
Attack of the Clones. Let's go.
Frank Oz. So you can get another Star Wars fan.
Superman 78.
Isn't
That's
that Christopher Reeve?
crazy.
How many Superman did he play? Superman 1978, try 1980. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Fucking worked. Like, bitch.
No, I didn't think I'd get this far.
They just went with the sequel. I didn't think they'd do that.
Science fiction action adventure. Wow. Skip that bitch. Like, what you got against that motherfucker?
Oh, you really used a skip?
I mean,
Chris didn't say anything in time, so yep. Goddamn right we did.
Oh.
What?
Why did you use the skip? Now we're kind of screwed.
Wow.
Like, why would you do that?
I didn't know.
Cast.
Gene Hackman.
Hackman.
Fucking
Wow, like,
extra time, extra time. Some cowboy movie. Fucking he's in a cowboy movie. Fuck, he's in a cowboy movie. God, Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp.
Is it that?
I don't know. No,
Where's that?
Wyatt Earp.
Yeah.
Wyatt with the WYA.
You lost because you used the skip. We might have had a chance.
Yeah, okay. Backhand.
Fuck.
Make sure we all hear and agree before you just click the button.
That is true. Folks, actually,
Again, Russell Crowe, it's the opponent's turn. De Niro, Cornell, Alex
We got to get out of the Russell Crowe universe.
Joaquin
Joker.
Phoenix.
Go Joker.
Yeah.
Or her. Yeah, actually. It's a great movie. Spike Jones. You can go Spike Jones route on this one.
okay, what from James? June.
Signs. We can go Mel Gibson. Try to end it quick. Yeah, we're going for the throat on this one.
Come on.
Right now, you get a couple of chances. Yeah. During the first couple of rounds.
No, it happens.
That was the first. Yeah. So now we get one more Joaquin. No, I think that's River Phoenix.
That's River. Fuck.
Just go with Stars Born with the Lady Gaga shit, right?
No, that's Bradley Cooper.
Because Lady Gaga's in there too. A star, more time. A Star is Born. Right?
I think you're right. Yeah. Sorry.
Lady Gaga's in there too.
What?
Well, it doesn't matter now. That opens the door for
Something about Gucci.
the House of Gucci.
The House of
That
Gucci.
opens the door for Bradley Cooper though, which is a couple of things.
Let's keep it down.
You go.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Hangovers.
Can't you go Invincible?
Go Hangover. Bradley.
Because you can go.
Not Invisible Limitless.
Whatever is. What's another movie Zach Galifianakis is in? He's in that one movie with Steve Carell. Due Date
with Robert Downey Jr.
Due Date.
Yeah, go Due Date. Oh, that's a favorite movie because Jamie Foxx is in that movie, so that opens that up. You can go Booty Call with Jamie Foxx.
That's crazy. Actually,
that's an old school movie.
Oh man, nice.
Four Brothers.
We're trying to end this. We're trying to end on a win.
Let's go. Bring it back.
Let's open. I mean, it gives Mark Wahlberg, but that's Terrence Howard. That also gives fucking.
Is this only Terrence Howard and not Robert Downey Jr.?
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg is
Mark Wahlberg is in there. He's Planet of the Apes. He's in a few movies.
No way. Did we get him yet, ladies and gents? He has to skip.
Fear.
We're trying to get him in holes, ladies and gents. Trying to get him in a hole.
Mark Wahlberg.
He can go a lot of routes with
Mark
this,
Wahlberg, but still.
But most of the time, we're gonna get him. He can go
I should have waited on that. Damn it! I feel like I hate when we get the wrong match at the wrong time. You know, because that could have been a stunt movie. Isn't Amanda Seyfried in this?
Give me.
Fuck. Oh gosh, no.
Cast.
Mark Wahlberg.
Amanda Seyfried, Morgan Freeman.
Oh, Bruce Almighty. Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Bring it to Jim Carrey right now. Open the hose.
God damn.
Well, because Morgan Freeman's in that. Yeah.
Shawshank.
Lucky number 11.
Slevin.
Lucky number. Yes.
That's actually crazy. That's a weird name.
Yeah.
That's a really weird fucking name.
They got all their.
Yeah, the lifelines.
They use the time or something.
They just used their.
Time.
Cast.
Or no, cast. So I don't know if that was an easy cast to get. I forget.
They're gonna. Okay.
There it was. Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu.
Mask. The Mask with
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, Cameron Diaz. Just Mask. Yeah.
There we go. Jim Carrey again.
Another rando.
Cameron Diaz. You can go. What's that one with Tom Cruise? Vanilla Sky.
Jim Carrey. Give me another Jim Carrey right now.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah, go Ace Ventura. Anyone.
What's Courtney Cox is in that?
Courtney Cox, Dan Marino.
Dan Marino. God damn it.
When Nature Calls.
We might have to skip this one.
Skip it.
Yep.
What's our last thing? Yeah, if they can't skip, they can only ask for more time. They can't skip on a skip. And they don't have a cast. There's their time. Watch them.
They're gonna be a Google here.
They're gonna Google, or unless they're doing some shit that we've done before, trying to Google, have someone Google on the phone, so that way they're not caught cheating on here. Yeah, there it is. All right.
Let's go. Go. We ended with a 2-2 ratio. 2 wins and 2 losses.
All right.
Let's fucking go, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen.
go,
We ended
everybody.
with more wins than losses. For the first time in podcast history, we actually
We
beat
finally did it.
We actually beat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it.
Beat it.
Thank you for joining us tonight on Talking High Culture. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining us on another Wednesday. Let us know what you think about the alcohol industry jumping into the cannabis industry. So let us know what you think about our moving skills, moving knowledge, and trivia skills. Let us know what you were smoking on tonight, and let us
Anything you
know
want us
how
to
much you
talk
love
about.
anything.